Okay, folks, this is an interesting one. It takes me back to when I was about 8 or 9, and I used to play in my parents' neighbourhood in Forestville with the other kids, and basically, this is something that I feel that the other kids had and that I wasn't allowed because I wasn't popular. I know at school I was a teasing and bullying victim badly. Everywhere I went I got trouble following me. And I just didn't feel it. I'll soon find out what it is. It's something I'm still after because I lost my life to an existential crisis. It was like I was in invisible chains, and I'd broken free from that existential crisis more than just over 12 years ago, and I still feel chains of other kinds on me, and I just really hate where my life has gone. And I'm going to show you this. It is free. I'm talking about freedom, folks. Freedom of being me, freedom to be who I am and who I'm supposed to be, and not have to put on a mask for other people's sake. And people in my childhood street used to treat me like shit, just like the kids. Probably not as badly as the kids at school, but they wouldn't allow me to be free to talk as much as they could. I felt like they had freedom and I didn't. And it was just so unfair, the double standards that I received. And it always happened. I was never free. I was never free to be myself without copying problems. And I still don't feel like I'm totally free from the issues that haunt me, the past. Because we all have a past, but sometimes the past can be really all-pervading and it can really fuck up your life. And I'm trying to get on the 6 o'clock news to sort of kill the past that I have had to live with because of my lack of freedom that I had when I was young. And I wanted to get married. I would have loved to have married a certain bloke who I thought he had freedom and I didn't, and I felt really envious of what he had, and I just couldn't bear to be with someone like that. And I didn't know that he could have got me to freedom long before I ended up. And really, I'm just lonely now. Loneliness is like the chains that I've still got from the past, from the existential crisis. And the people I used to know don't want to know me anymore. I'm not free to be in their group. I'm not free even to go to church because I feel church does not understand who I am and what I am and accept me as I am. So they treat me like I'm a heathen and they don't believe that I'm one of them. Even though they used to be nice to me and now they're not. And I don't talk to them anymore. I don't bother to try and ring them and get together and have some lunch or whatever else. Oh, this looks even better than I was going to make it a negative positive, but you can see the colours in that are really nice. So it's really difficult trying to activate my freedom, and these bitches still think I'm not a Christian. And they used to try and teach me that I was, but then I break the chains of my existential crisis and they still think I'm in the middle of that crisis and that they can't believe that I'm not. So I can't win. So I don't go to church anymore. I don't feel free to be me. I don't feel free to talk. So I can't be free going to a fucking religious organisation. Most Christians can just go there to church and they take it for granted that they can not just watch the sermon and take it in, but they can also talk to their friends or to fellow believers. They can talk to the strangers that come in off the street. They often welcome the strangers. And I can't do that. I can't go to church anymore. It's too heartbreaking. It's too painful the way people treat me like shit. They assume because I'm what's known as a toner head. People are into technology, like toner heads, for example, get discriminated against. I think toner heads cop the worst treatment. You know, that somehow being into photocopiers is evil. And I can't be free to do that anymore, even though it was popular back in the early 90s when I met Luigi. And now I have to fucking pay the price, and I can't be free to be me. So I have to be lonely. I have to be alone. I have to work on this TV campaign to try and get Channel 9 to give me my ticket to freedom that I can find where Luigi is, my partner, so I can be free to marry him and be free to be me and have a companion and not be lonely, really lonely. So loneliness is killing me, folks. That's my chain. I'm chained to loneliness, folks. I've got chains around my wrists. I've got chains around my ankles. My mouth is gagged. My eyes are open and my ears are open. And I can hear and see, but I can't say and do. So I have to fucking find freedom through the media. And I just hope they can. It's up to you, Channel 9. You're the only ones who can break the chains for me. I can't break these chains on my own. It's up to you to play my material, because it's up to you. You can make me or break me. I'm not free until I go to air on the 6 o'clock news, okay? You got that? It's for my sake, or otherwise I'll die of loneliness, and my blood will be on your fucking hands, bitches. Right? Gotcha? Comprende? Do you understand? My freedom, my future is dependent on this. Fucktards. No more your stupidity. Just play my material. I put trouble into this. I'm not free until you do it, okay? God, gotcha. I think you've got the message. You're not as stupid as you look. Anyway, enough of that. I think we can call this demo quits.